And now I would like to invite Mr. Bhavesh Vora, Sales Engineering Leader, Avaya, who shall talk on the topic Innovation Without Disruption in CX with Avaya. Mr. Bhavesh Vora is a dynamic and result-oriented professional with progressive leadership experience in enterprise telecom and IT industry. 20 plus years of working experience in various roles, started career as service engineer with Tata Telecom Limited, a leading communication equipment solutions provider. So, can we all put our hands together and welcome Mr. Bhavesh Vora on the dais?
Yeah, yeah. Breaks the monotony. Should we start? Morning, friends. I know it appears to be afternoon, but it is still morning. So I will just say good morning. Uh, in the last 2 years, one point has always dominated all our discussions from Avaya with customers. So when you're talking to a new customer, the discussion is all about how can I move my infrastructure and applications to cloud. And if I'm talking to an existing customer, for a new customer, how can I start from the cloud? And if it is an existing customer who's been using Avaya for a very, very long time, how can I move this thing to the cloud? They all want to move to cloud, but they don't know how it will happen, when it will happen, because the larger the application, larger the contact center, it is much, much more complex. While we saw some sessions in the morning, some companies like Salesforce have inherently started from cloud. Avaya has a legacy of having a lot of on-premise solutions. Some of the largest contact centers across the globe and in India run on Avaya, and I'll talk more about that. And contact centers, as you all know, play a very large role in the overall customer experience as well. So what in next 15, 20 minutes, what I want to quickly talk about is, how Avaya helps customers continue the innovation, whether they continue to be on-premise or they want to start on the cloud or they want to do the journey, a journey from on-premise to cloud. So for those who do not know what is Avaya, Avaya has been a large enterprise communications and a contact center provider for many, many years. We are the inventors of the telephone. The company goes as old as Dr. Graham Bell, and it has evolved into multiple things. In India alone, we are present for more than 25 years. some of the largest call centers and service providers, BPOs, e-commerce companies, banks, they all run on Avaya. This is just a diagram which shows, in 1 minute or 60 seconds, a lot happens in the Avaya ecosystem. You have millions of contact center agent conversations, millions and millions of telephone conversations. You can see the data, a lot of video conferencing calls, a lot of chat sessions, a lot of digital interactions. All these interactions give very positive customer outcomes and also lead to very favorable business improvements. Coming back to contact center, I think here I'll spend some time, because most of the contact centers, not only in India but across the globe, they start with voice centric. And any contact center decision, if you see a customer who plans a contact center strategy, puts a 3 or 5 year window. He invests in a lot of servers, a lot of infrastructure, a lot of applications, and plans for a 5-year horizon. And then suddenly business disruption happens, a COVID strikes, or suddenly they say we want to add these kind of digital channels like bots, voice bots, chat bots and all, and the existing platform is not capable. So you have to do a rip and replace, right? Very, very expensive and you really cannot do it. Keeping those things in mind, this is how we are evolving the cloud journey, but 3 discussions in contact centers are very dominant. The first is omni-channel. While you start with voice, your platform is not ready for digital, and then what happens is you end up having different vendors, different solutions for digital channels, and you really can't get a 360-degree view. So the omni-channel 360-degree view contact center is the need of the ask, is the need of the day, and that is what we provide. Second thing is automation. I think Gen Z is very comfortable with self-service automations. They are more comfortable talking to chat bots, voice bots. We saw the previous presenter also, he spoke a lot about those kind of automation solutions. These are available now, these are a reality. Today it is available in multiple native languages as well, so it is not a problem. You can really converse in a language like Tamil, Kannada, Hindi, English, a combination of 2 languages. All those things are a reality, it is not a problem. And third is all about AI. I think AI is a buzzword, a lot of sessions, a lot of discussions has happened on AI. So contact center, where do you put AI? So you put it in 2 places. One is what we do, and we will talk a little bit about it, AI-based routing. So whether it is a voice channel, a digital channel, email, you look at the content of the email and take an intelligent routing decision, or you empower agents with AI-based tools to help solve the customer problems. So these are the 3 areas, where the customer experience is enhanced by the digital footprint. And we'll talk a lot about that. And as you can see, a lot of reports of Gartner and all are talking that most contact center agents will be using some kind of AI technology. And I'll not restrict only to data. I'll also talk about some of the telecom or the voice specific AI features that are available today. So how is Avaya helping innovation without disruption, in contact center space? As I said earlier, most of our major contact centers are on-premise. They are voice-based, probably doing inbound and outbound. Now they want to consume some digital services. And for just consuming some amount of digital services, you cannot do a rip and replace. So we are helping them to move from a basic contact center to a hybrid contact center, where you can have a combination of something on-premise, something on cloud, and you can have a unified client. We'll talk more about that. But this is what we are doing, because in most of our customer interactions, customers say we don't want to do it, but there is a mandate from top, we have to go to cloud. Things are working beautifully well, why should I do it? But they have to do it. And one major driver from my experience I've seen is, IT security has been a major driver. And most cloud migrations, while have been more expensive, customers have realized had they continued on premise, it would have been cheaper. But moving to cloud is more expensive, but apparently moving to cloud, things are becoming much more secure. Companies which are being hacked by ransomware and other kind of attacks, cloud is perceived to be much more secure. That is one driving force I'm seeing in the cloud transformation. And what we also have a very strong ecosystem of AI vendors. While Avaya does a lot of things, but there are a lot of things Avaya may not do. So we have a very strong ecosystem of AI vendors and system integrators who support the customers in this kind of a migration journey. So this is the solution that we have launched. Little bit busy slide. We have always been, I'll just pull up the full slide. The Avaya Aura contact center elite that you see, most of the customers, I'll talk of India only, they use this. We have more than, 500,000 agents in India using this kind of a platform. And these are majorly large contact centers, 200 to as large as 20,000, 30,000. And we also have an IP office platform for a smaller contact center requirement. You had a IP office based contact center which goes from around 5 to 20 agents to 400 agents. So these are the two platforms have been existing for a very, very long time, premise based. What we have launched is a public cloud called the Avaya Experience Platform, which is a true omni-channel platform. It supports your all the channels, voice, email, chat, social media, bots, everything from the cloud. It is hosted in Microsoft Azure. There are a lot of Azure instances across the globe where this service is now available. And we are launching in India in the month of December as well for the domestic market. And this is a highly scalable solution. Many companies, enterprise companies, they have multiple solutions for a different segment. So this is a single cloud platform for as small as 20 agents to 20,000 agents. You can continue to use the same tenant for the experience platform. And as I said, customers on premise who want to migrate to cloud or who want to migrate some kind of services which is not available, they can consume those services from the experience platform for a couple of years till they completely migrate to the experience platform. And for the unified communications, we have something called the Avaya Cloud Office. This is also going to be available. I think customers don't want on-premise PBXs. This is what we hear. So we will offer Avaya Cloud Office, which is hosted on the Ring Central platform. So these are the two cloud solutions that are available today. We also have a private cloud. So some customers who do not want to have a multi-tenant cloud option, we can migrate his complete contact center infrastructure application to the enterprise cloud. Again, this is on Microsoft Azure, but it is like a dedicated instance. Yeah? And I have one or two case studies which I'll talk about it. So this is as far as moving Avaya infrastructure from on-premise to cloud is concerned. These are some of the fantastic services that we offer. I'll talk about some of the highlights. We already spoke about the omni-channel capability. Now, one very interesting thing that we offer, is the AI noise cancellation. So whether an agent is working in a noisy environment or an agent is handling calls at home or a customer is on the road, it creates a lot of noise. So what we do is, in the cloud itself, we cancellation all the non-human voice. So the conversation that happens between the customer and agent is crystal clear, transparent, and gives a very rich experience. We don't realize, but many times when you are conversing with contact center agents, you hear a lot of disturbance. It is really not comfortable to talk. So that is a problem we have actually removed from the cloud. You don't need very high compute laptops or expensive noise cancellation headsets. You can use a basic 800,000 rupees headset as well, and it works perfectly well. So this is one AI capability that we have launched. It can be available for people starting from the public cloud or even on-prem, because you can consume the AI noise cancellation facility. Plus, we spoke about the multiple channels. We encourage customers to bring their own channel. They want to bring their own chatbot or voice bot. You can do that. If you want, we will do it for you. We have those very powerful, impactful customer journeys. The agents have a very composable desktop. They can customize the layout the way they want to do it. There is a very tight integration with most CRM vendors, like Salesforce, ServiceNow, Microsoft Dynamics. We have omni-channel integration. So you can either use voice, email, chat from Avaya, or you can have a combination. You can say, I will use Salesforce chat, but voice and email I want from Avaya. Those kind of things can be done. Even for other vendors who we are not yet tightly integrated, there is always a loose integration available. We do very rich real-time and historical speech analytics. That means all the interactions that are happening, voice, non-voice are getting recorded, and you can run rich analytics on that. Speech analytics as well, real-time analytics, on a real-time basis. If a conversation is not going very smoothly, it can alert the agent or the supervisor. You can do workforce management, the rostering of agents, what is the shift-wise, how the agents have to be done, forecasting of calls. And very important, we can do this compliance trigger-based things, something I think was spoken about in the morning. So many times what happens is customer is sharing some sensitive information, like his Aadhaar number or a credit card number. You don't want to record that part, or you don't want to store it. So you can mask it very easily. So that can be done by the agent, or it can be done automatically as well. Yeah, and of course, as I said, we can create a very unique AI-based routing flow for each and every channel. It's a true omni-channel, and each agent can handle multiple interactions as well, a combination of voice, chat, email, everything. So these are the three bundles of available. Many customers used to complain, Avaya is very complex to buy. There's a very huge bill of material we used to make, and now with this cloud, we have made it very, very simple. You just buy pure digital. When you buy digital, you get all unlimited email, messaging, chat. You get all the digital services. You can take only voice. This includes inbound, outbound voice and recording. Recording is an enterprise grade recorder, not a very superficial recorder. Or you can have a combination of all media. You can take combination of voice, email, chat, everything. So it's as simple as per agent per month. You pick and choose the way you want. Everything is available on the cloud. So because why I'm emphasizing on cloud, and it has taken a lot of time for Avaya, because while it is very easy to put contact center application in maybe North America or Europe, but in India things are very complex. There are a lot of telecom rules, telecom regulations, and the telecom official will give permission to one customer, he will not give permission to another customer. So maybe a customer in Bangalore, he'll get the permission to use a cloud-based contact center. But the same customer who has a Chennai office, he will not get the permission. It's a very, very cumbersome process. So, this is something we have learned. It looks very easy on paper, but actually moving on cloud takes a very, very long time. I'll just quickly share some of the use cases, where we have helped in innovation. This is something we have done very recently, a very large e-commerce company. They used to have 3,000 agents, and they were all mainly voice. Customers would mainly call, when a payment transaction fails, or they want to track, when is the delivery going to happen. And then the customer realized, in around 10 years ago, the same customer used to have a lot of booking from the website, the mobile app, and even telephones. But now 95 to 98% of the interaction happens on the mobile app. And the business priority of the customer was very clear. I don't want my customers to leave the mobile app. I don't want them to go out of the app and then call the call center or initiate a chat or anything else. So what we did is we integrated the mobile app with our contact center platform. So no calling. So if customer has an issue, you just press a callback button on the app. Here a very intelligent routing decision is taken place. So what happens is, depending on the profile of the customer or the intent of the customer, why he has asked for the callback, we can take a decision. Should we serve him with a voice call or an email, or maybe route him to a live chat? Okay. And if it is going to be a voice call or a chat, we immediately display the expected wait time. And the algorithms are so powerful, if the expected wait time is say 4 minutes, in 4 minutes you will get the call. Because most of the time these contact centers are very, very busy. And even though they have tied up with multiple outsourcers, it's not always very easy. So they don't want customers to call and wait, but do a callback. So this solution has worked very, very well, even in the festival days, where the traffic goes 4 to 5 times. The callback has worked extremely well. And while it is not just used for the in-house, it is also used for outsourcers. So this company has tied up with some 6 to 7 different outsourcers. So they capture the calls, provide this kind of service, now it started with 3,000, but it's like around today it is around 8,000 agents. So this is one use case I thought I will share. A lot of AI-based customer intent capturing and then taking a routing decision. Another case study I want to quickly talk about is a very large Indian BPO. They had multiple contact centers across the globe, premise-based, maybe something in India, something in Philippines, something in UK, North America. Very clearly, this company was harassed a lot by ransomware, and there was a clear mandate to not keep any application on the premise. Everything has to go to the cloud, even contact center. And we realized, even customer realized, putting so many contact centers into a cloud is going to take a very long time. But the mandate was clear. And it was very clear that you start with omni-channel. Voice you do afterwards. So you start with an omni-channel platform and you keep onboarding more and more processes, because the BPO itself has got 250 plus clients. You have to sign off with all of them before moving them into cloud. So already this journey has started. We are moving them into a private cloud. Some 10 customer processes, around 450 agents have already migrated. 1 year has gone, and we believe it is going to take 1.5 years more to completely migrate all the 8,000 agents. And one of the USPs, why this happened is because Avaya takes care of all the security standards. If you want ISO 9000, ISO 27001 certification, your GDPR compliance, HIPAA compliance for healthcare, PCI DSS, everything, it's Avaya responsibility. So I think they like that concept, and this journey is going on. And I mean, it's taking much longer, and I'm realizing for large enterprises to move to cloud, it's not going to be anything less than 1.5 to 2 years. And some customers I know, while we have started the conversation, they will never move to cloud. It'll take at least 4 to 5 years. From my practical experience, I'm saying that. Okay, last one. I think this is a very good use case. I have used in past also. Somebody might have seen it. It's a very good use case for analytics. Another domestic BPO present in Bombay, Bangalore, and even Chennai. They do a lot of these telemarketing calls. And the business problem for this customer was the sales was stuck. Whatever they do, how much of a training they keep doing, the sales was not increasing. The conversion rate was very, very low. So they piloted a speech analytics project with us, and we put all the 3 languages together, English, Hindi, and Tamil. So with this analytics, the BPO knew who are the top performers. So they found out using the analytics tool, these are the kind of phrases, these are the kind of points these top performers use. And using those pointers, they give training to the other agents. And within 6 months, the sales conversion immediately moved by 15%. The ROI is achieved over there itself. And there are a lot of intangible benefits, because correct training and correct input was given, because training can be theoretical, but when you know what top performers are doing, the net performance score went up. They realized that the agents are summarizing the deal much, much in a better way. They're giving more options to the customers as well. So that's it. I think there are a lot of things that Avaya does, but today's presentation, I wanted to focus more about the transformation journey that Avaya is helping from on-prem to cloud. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Bhavesh. I would like to invite Mr. Jnanendra Narayan, Global Head of Marketing and Communications, Equity Knowledge Partners, to do the honors of felicitating Mr. Bhavesh. Can we all put our hands together for Mr. Bhavesh Vora for that lovely presentation?